I think that was the Michael Jordan moment for Joker yesterday, where everybody kind of just said, "All right, it's a wrap. Like, he's the best in the world. There's no other competition. He's the best in the world." Ox, you think I'm tripping? Like, based on how you saw the public respond to him yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I think people have been on this with Jokic. I think they was down on him those 2 games, which that's just natural human nature. But I think people.
But they were saying he was a fraud last week.
Swipe, I'm with you. Last night was a statement moment where it's just like it's nothing that can be done to stop.
Is it because Rudy just got the defensive player of the year or something? Because it's like
Jokic
cooked Rudy already. Like
no, but I think it was everybody was saying after the game. Remember game 2, the mood, and even I came on here and said he's not showing up. That defense is one of the 10 best of the modern era. Like they had every answer, all the length. They had the physicality. They had the vertical space, the vertical challengers. I mean, Rudy was playing incredible. You know, Ant was playing good defense. Jaden, and everybody said that if the Nuggets were going to get taken down, Ox, it was going to be this series. So I think that's what I mean. Like everybody said, this is the formula. Right. And he literally walked them down, bro. Had 35 and 12 in 3 quarters and had missed 4 shots, Ox.
I mean, look, you heard me. I thought y'all was done after game 2. I thought y'all was done. I thought it was a wrap. I'm speechless. I mean, like I said already. If y'all win game 5, you know it's pretty bad. I mean, I think y'all got it now. I don't think you come back from 3-2 against these guys. It's not, especially not after what we saw last night from Jokic.
That defense,
like, that was incredible, bro. That was incredible. But not Swipe. I think most people already had Jokic though.
Well, I don't. But Mars. Remember last week after game 2, people were saying that like they were questioning the whole like run last year. Hadn't beat a 50-win team last year. You know, Jokic never actually done it versus any real competition. This is his first real playoff test that he's seen. People that I know, Jason Tent, one of my dogs, said this is his first real adversity the Nuggets have faced in the playoff. That was the narrative after game 2 last week. And then remember, people saying Naz Reid's even shutting them down. And people that I know and respect were saying that Jokic is cooked, Jokic is done. Like Jamal, even Ticket last week, Jamal Murray, if he's not playing well, Joker can't do nothing. And Jamal didn't have to play well yesterday just because he didn't need to score. But that's what I mean. Like, we have flipped from last week, chill. Everybody was like, you know, this is over. It's it. And on top of that, it's fraudulent. And I think yesterday, that's what I said. And new guest, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. What's your name, bro? I'm sorry.
Jack.
My bad. I didn't mean to ignore you.
Fan on planet Earth, so I'm ready.
No, I got you. I didn't mean to ignore you. That's my fault.
No. I'm ready. I want to ask a question right now because I think it's been Nikola Jokic and just turning on the switch, right? And hearing the negativity in many ways, or not necessarily hearing it, but just being like, backs are against the walls. I'm going to get the ball and I'm going to attack Rudy Gobert every possession. That's what I saw in game 5. But my question is, what changed for Minnesota from game 2 and looking the way they did in game 1 and game 2 to now game 3, game 4, and game 5?
The same thing.
Nuggets have looked like the best team.
The exact same thing that changed in 1991 when the bullies got stood up to. That's what happened. Because now when the bullies get stood up to, now you got to actually put your fist up and you got to fight. What you do with bullies is when a bully punches you in the face, they're prepared for you to cower. They're not actually prepared for you to fight back. Now what we got to do is, now we fighting back. Now we got to match skills. Oh, shit, now we got to play basketball. We aren't as good as these guys. That's where the difference is in this series. Please stop telling me that Naz Reid, or I'm going to keep saying this till I'm blue in the face. Stop telling me to get Rudy off the floor. Stop telling me that Naz Reid is the difference. And stop telling me to Cat. I am on record saying this, and this may be a hot take. Mars, I am saying it to your face. He would have done the same thing to Alonzo Mourning. He would have done the same thing to Patrick Ewing. He would have done the same thing to Dikembe Mutombo. I'm trying to imagine Dikembe Mutombo getting 22 feet dragged away from the basket. Joker would have bust his ass too. I'm trying to imagine.
I think it's the movement.
No.
I'm trying to imagine. I'm trying to imagine.
But chill. You're talking about.
I'm not done.
You guys are not letting chill. This is a great TikTok clip. We got the old heads who've seen the 90s say Jokic gonna cook the 90s, and you guys want to talk about off-ball movement. Are we serious? Chill, go ahead.
As I was saying, first and foremost, Lonzo Mourning was only 6'9". He was an undersized big man. The fact that he could guard the rim and rebound, that made him look elite. Now he's going up against a more physical guy in Joker. He's going against a more skilled guy. Joker would have bust his ass too. Same thing with Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing is not fleet of foot. Patrick Ewing would have had a hell of a time on the perimeter having to deal with Joker. Of all the other guys, David Robinson is a little bit more athletic. Olajuwon gives him more in terms of offense. Same thing with Shaq with the girth and the way Shaq is around the basket. But them three guys, Lonzo Mourning, not just Alonzo Mourning, but Patrick Ewing and Dikembe Mutombo, the same thing you saw Joker do last night to Dikembe Mutombo, he would have done the same thing to them dudes. He would have bust all three of their asses. I am convinced of that.
Yeah, man.
Last night was crazy, yo. I don't like. Obviously, we've seen this from Jokic before, but that was Mars. It was just every time he gets a bucket or an assist. Last night, the only words that are going through my mind is Jokic better. It's just all repeat in my head, Jack. Jokic better. What were your thoughts on that last night, Jack?
To be honest, this has been a tough series for me because Minnesota, you got the storyline of Anthony Edwards kind of coming up and being the next face of the league. And so I got to handle that with my Jason Tatum, right? And then on top of that, you got the defending champs, Denver Nuggets, who everyone's making out to be unbeatable. They go down 2-0. All the storylines are everywhere right now. It's just a switch up after every game. And so I actually, after Minnesota goes up 2-0, I'm like, I said Denver in 6 before the series. I just stuck right on it. I said, if there's a team that can win 4 straight, it's Denver. They've been here before. All they got to do is figure it out, win game 3, and it's a story. It's a series. And I see last night, I see Denver, I see Jokic simply just take over. I think in that huddle, there was nothing being said other than Jokic, get the ball, and attack Rudy Gobert. Everyone else is going to do their job. I love the way Aaron Gordon's played. He played phenomenal in game 4. You know, had a pretty darn good game 5.
10 and 5.
He in many ways. I watched game 4. I'm like, holy shit, does Denver have 2 Nikola Jokic's now? Because that's how Aaron Gordon is playing. He's like learning how Jokic plays the game, and he's just being so smart, passing with efficiency. Obviously, jumps out the gym, but I'm looking at Jokic. I'm saying, they got this series. Minnesota has 0 answers for it. Edwards had a horrible game last night. I don't know how much we'll talk about that because we want to protect Anthony Edwards at all costs, and we want to protect Luka Doncic at all costs and all these other superstars other than Jason Tatum. But I'm sitting here thinking Anthony Edwards in the biggest game of his life came up short, didn't play well. Now he's got to go do something in game 6. I expect him to because he's a dog. We've seen it all playoffs, but Jokic has owned this. Jokic is on this moment. He's rised. I can't say shit other than bring me Denver, and I'm ready for that series. Boston's going to have to play the best they've ever played.
Jack, can you imagine if what you saw last night, if Jason Tatum would have did, if he played the way Anthony Edwards would have played, what would we had to listen to?
Well,
I know, that's what I'm saying. What did Luka Doncic do a night and a half ago, and nobody said shit on air the next morning?
What would we had to listen to?
We were talking about Jason Tatum and how he had 33 points and wasn't efficient. We won by 7 points on the road against no Donovan Mitchell, which, by the way, we game planned for Donovan Mitchell in the Cavaliers. And so when we hear he's not out, okay, now the Cavaliers are just going to shoot a bunch of threes. Sorry to change the subject, but God damn it, can we put some respect on Jason Tatum?
That's okay. Speak on how Luka's a bum.
I'm trying to understand.
Shout out to Jason Tatum.
I'm trying to understand when has Jason Tatum, respectfully, I mean this all due respect, I think Jason Tatum top 10 player. He's never ever seen coverage like what he was getting yesterday. Never.